Hello everybody, Merry Christmas. It is now December and I've noticed, looking back on my channel, there has been a distinct lack of Christmas content, which is really weird because I am such a Christmassy person. I absolutely love Christmas. It's my favourite time of the year. I'm one of those really weird people that really like when it gets dark outside and when it's cold outside because you can just stay in bed all day, drink hot chocolate, watch Christmas films. So I thought I would sprinkle a little bit of festive spirit in today's video. I would also like to just apologise, I did miss an upload last week. That is one, because I didn't really know what to film, just being honest, and two, my ring light decided to just spontaneously combust and collapse into 1,000 pieces, so I didn't have anything to film with. So if the lighting is a bit dodgy in this video, it's because I'm just using natural light, so apologies in advance. So today's video is going to be a last minute Christmas gift guide. I am one of those people, I really like to believe that I'm organised. I am not, I'm really not. I always say I'm going to get all my Christmas shopping done at the very end of November and all the Black Friday sales, and then I never do. I find that the actual big main presents aren't particularly difficult to find and buy. It's all the little stocking fillery bits and the little filler presents, because you don't want them to be naff, but you also don't want to spend so much money because you've already got them a big present on top of that. So this is going to be a last minute stocking filler Christmas gift guide for all those little bits and pieces if you don't know what to get somebody. I'm going to split the video into 3 categories, that is general, for him and for her. So to kick off, we're going to go with general just so that everyone feels included. So starting off, if you are of legal age, and if the recipient is of legal age, obviously, then I think alcohol can be a really good present. It's one of those things, everybody has a bit of a drink at Christmas, even if someone isn't a massive drinker. Usually they will have a glass of wine or a whiskey at Christmas, and you can get some really good cheap alcohol in B&M, Home Bargains, supermarkets, brand name stuff, but obviously because it's Christmas, it's all in gift sets and it's a lower price. I picked up this Tanqueray? Is that how you say it? I don't know. I picked up this gin gift set for a very special person who I really hope doesn't watch this video, and this was only £15 I think in Asda, and you get a glass, 2 miniature gins and 2 mixers, and it's all quite high quality stuff, so I thought £15 for that was really nice, and it's quite a bulky present, so once this is wrapped up I think it'll really bulk out. Maybe not a stocking, it might be a bit too big for a stocking, but it makes it look like you've got a little bit extra. If you maybe don't have a huge budget for something like that, then I really like, you can get them pre-made, but often it's quite cheap to make them anyway. If you buy like a nice wine glass and then get the miniature bottles of wine that only have like a serving in them, pop that in there with some tissue paper, put a bit of ribbon on it, maybe some chocolate gold coins scattered in it. That can look really nice. Or if they're really not a fussy person, just get them a bottle of what you think their favourite drink is, whether that is wine, gin, whiskey, brandy, whatever it is. Maybe Bailey's, getting the Christmas spirit. You can get some really nice gift sets of like the craft beers if maybe you don't know what they like and you want them to try out something else. Moving on, sweet treats obviously are absolutely great at Christmas. There is no rules at Christmas about how much you can eat. You can eat as much as you want. So things like the boxes of celebrations, you can also get like the fancy ones now, can't you? Like, I know Quality Street do an actual tin if you've got a bit of a bigger budget and you want them to look really, really nice. Or I really like doing a hamper, so if you get a little basket, you can pick them up in Poundland or like boxes and fill it with loads of little things, maybe cost around a fiver, £10, and then they've got a lot of all their favourite things. That is personally what I tend to go for because I am very much quantity over quality. I'm really not too fussed about having fancy chocolates. I would rather have Dairy Milk or Galaxy, just something basic. However, if you do have a person in your life that you think would appreciate a fancier box of chocolates or a fancier bag of sweets, I happen to do fancy bags of sweets, M&S is really good for things that look fancy and taste fancy and feel luxury but don't have that luxury price tag. Obviously, if you want to spend a little bit more, Hotel Chocolat, John Lewis, you can find really lovely stuff in there, but I always find that M&S is my go-to. Also, side note, I found in M&S the other day, it is a giant jar of Percy Pigs. It was £12, just full of Percy's. So if you have someone in your life that really loves Percy Pig, like I do, then go to M&S and find that jar. So from M&S I picked up these Belgian cocoa dusted chocolate truffles, actually made in Belgium apparently as well. And I don't think these were too expensive. I think they were about £4 or £5, which isn't that much really if it's just a stocking filler present, but it obviously looks a lot more luxury. It looks like you've put a bit more money into it than if you were just to get them a £1 bar of dairy milk. My final sort of area for general gift giving is to elevate something that they use in everyday life. I can't take the credit for this idea. My friend Liv, who has been in a few of my videos, actually did this with one of my presents. There's a running joke that I drink so much of the Robinsons like squash or cordial, whatever you call it. I probably get through about 4 or 5 bottles a week of the like own brand stuff of it. I have it in everything. I don't think I really drink normal plain water that much, which isn't really great, but it's Christmas, who cares? So as a bit of a joke present, she got me some really fancy cordial, the green bottle one, and I'm trying not to use it all at once. I've only had 3 drinks out of it so far, so hopefully it will last me until Christmas Day. But I think stuff like that is really nice. Again, going off what I said with the chocolates, if you know that they really like caramel chocolate, then maybe go to a higher end chocolate shop and get them caramel chocolates that are a little bit nicer. If they have a favourite candle, then maybe elevate that. I know my mum absolutely loves the gingerbread candle that they do in Home Bargains. I don't know why I said my mum, I love it as well. It's absolutely great, please try it. But maybe go and buy a more expensive candle, something that is a bit more luxuriously packaged, just so it feels like a bit more of a treat for them and it's something that they wouldn't necessarily buy for themselves. Also, whilst I'm here, I know I said that was the last thing, but I've just had something spring to mind. I think books are really nice Christmas presents. If you know that the person you are buying for is a bit of an avid reader, or if you know they enjoy reading. I know a lot of people tend to read a lot more throughout winter and Christmas because you're not going out as much, then you can get some really great cheap books. Amazon, obviously, it gets here literally the next day. HMV is really good for some classics, and they usually have a deal where you can get, I think it's 2 for £6. I got these 2 from HMV, 2 for £6. This is obviously Little Women, absolute classic, and it's quite a Christmassy book. Would really recommend this if you've got any people that really like classics, or someone that you know hasn't ever read this but is one of those people like me where they say they're going to read loads of classic books and then literally reads like 1 a year. This is really nice. Or maybe, I know a few people watching this are probably into musical theatre because that is the main focus of my channel. Get them a musical theatre book. This is the book that Cabaret is based on. I know you can also get the Dear Evan Hansen book. There are loads of musicals that are based off books, so maybe do a bit of research into that, find their favourite musical and see if that's based off a book, and that can be a really nice thoughtful present for them. If they have a favourite book series, again, really hoping somebody doesn't watch this particular video, however, he very rarely does watch my videos, so I think I'll be safe, is get them a nice edition or get them the next book in the series that they know they haven't got. I have bought a special somebody this, again, really hoping he doesn't watch this video. I think he knows he's getting this anyway. I really can't speak about this because I don't know much about this series at all, but if somebody you know is into Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, then buy them something to do with that, something themed around one of their favourite things. Moving on to gifts for her, there aren't as many in this category just because I think a lot of the stuff tends to fall into both categories, but I think toiletries, if you're buying for a woman, is really nice. If you have a bit of a bigger budget, maybe Jo Malone, go into John Lewis, find some nice stuff. TK Maxx is a really good shop for finding luxury items at not such a luxury price point. I know when I'm looking for more like luxurious shower gels, I always go to TK Maxx because a lot of the stuff from there is quite heavily discounted but still looks gorgeous when you package it all up. Lush, I think, is really great because, again, a lot of people love Lush and you know that what you're getting is good, it's got a good brand name to it, and it's always a bit Christmassy. Obviously, is it Christmas if you don't have Snow Fairy? Again, my beautiful friend Liv got me this for Christmas. She literally bought it right in front of me and I still didn't even notice. That's how much I walk around with my eyes closed. But something like this, or maybe a bath bomb if they're a bath person, or Lush do gift sets and they have quite good price ranges. They go from about £10 all the way up to about 150. I and you can order online if you can't get to the shops, or if you're a bit wary of going to the shops still, you can order them to come to your door. Sticking with the pampering theme, face masks, obviously I've only actually got the one because I've used them all, but face masks are really good. The Garnier Moisture Bomb ones, I think everyone I know seems to enjoy these face masks, so maybe pick up a few of them, or you can go into Superdrug and get like a little hamper, just make them feel nice. Or obviously Lush do face masks, maybe buy them a really lovely one. My favourite is the Mask of Magnanimity, for anyone watching who might want to know what my favourite face mask is. Wink wink. Another lovely thing that I think is a great gift is a gift voucher for an experience. Obviously at the moment we don't know what shops are going to be staying open, so I would probably stay clear of gift vouchers for shops, but things like hairdressers, massages, getting your makeup done, getting your nails done, I think that can be really lovely, especially if there's a woman in your life that maybe needs to pamper herself a bit more, or if she's constantly running around after other people and you want to give her a bit of time to relax and do her own thing. Or for me, my mum gets her nails done probably every 2 weeks, so just to pay for 1 week of her getting her nails done, it's a nice little gesture that so that she doesn't have to pay the next time she goes in. And the last little thing on my gift guide for her is very basic, but obviously perfume or perfume gift sets. Obviously, depending on budget, there is lots of lovely perfumes. This is one of my favourites. It is the Marc Jacobs Daisy perfume. It is more of a summer scent, however, it is probably one of the only ones I have at home with me, as the rest of them are in Chester. So this is why I'm showing you this lovely one. I think perfume's a really good gift. It's one of those things I know personally I don't tend to buy myself. If you're looking for a bit more of a lower budget option, then River Island and Zara perfumes are absolutely lovely. I love all the vanilla perfumes that Zara do. Vanilla is just like my signature scent. And then River Island, basically any River Island perfume tends to smell good, and they usually run at about £10 to £15, and they do the gift sets of them if you want a bit more of a bulky present. Speeding on through to the gifts for him, I don't have as many physical examples here because all the men in my life are extremely difficult to buy for, so it's very specific to them, the stuff that I have got them. Obviously, if you know that the person you are buying for really loves football or really loves golf, then you can get them something centred around that, maybe a shirt or a scarf of their favourite team, or just something football-ish. I know Home Bargains have a lot of good novelty gifts for that sort of thing. Again, like I said with the women, I think toiletries are really great. I know most of the men in my life wouldn't really use face masks, but if you have a boyfriend or a dad that is really into skincare, obviously stuff like that. In recent years, looking after your beard has become a really big thing. I found there's a lot of gift sets for men that are focused around keeping their beard and moustache looking good, so maybe if you have a bearded person in your life, then you can buy them something like that. That is what I opted for. My dad has a beard, so this is going to be one of his little stocking filler presents. You get a beard, face and hair wash. Wow, 3 in 1. Can I just say, it's always the men's stuff that is like 5 in 1. Face, hair, shave, lotion. Whereas women's stuff, you literally have to buy a separate thing for every single thing that you do. But anyway, and then you also get a beard and skin oil and a little comb for your beard. And I think this was about £7 in Home Bargains, which doesn't break the bank. Again, a nice filler present, and it's something that they will actually use. Again, much like how perfume is a bit of an obvious choice for women, aftershave for men, you cannot go wrong, especially if you know their signature scent. Then it can be a really nice thing to get for them so that they maybe don't have to splurge £60 on another aftershave. And again, there are cheaper alternatives, things like River Island, Zara, Next do some really nice ones, The Body Shop, all those places do cheaper aftershaves that I think smell just as good. Also, be sure to look online, where there's still a lot of sales going on even though Black Friday has been and gone, and stuff like aftershaves do tend to be quite heavily discounted around this time of year, obviously because people are buying them so much. And it's really nice, especially if you can stretch your budget a bit further, just as a bit of a luxury stocking filler. Last but certainly not least, obviously, I've got to include socks in a Christmas gift guide. Is it really Christmas if you don't give or receive a pair of socks? So for these, I went, well, The people that are receiving these have specifically asked for these socks. However, I think if you get them maybe some nicer socks, so if you know that they always wear socks from Primark and always end up with holes in them, maybe something like this, some Nike socks, Adidas or Adidas, however you say it. Some more high quality socks, so it's not just a £2 pair of socks. I think as well, again, if you don't have a massive budget, then the fluffy socks from Primark or things like slippers. Again, this could probably go for women as well. It's just that I only really have male examples, which is why I've put it in the him category. But a nice pair of cosy socks or a pair of cosy slipper socks is a really nice stocking filler gift. So that is going to round up my last minute festive stocking filler gift guide. How many words can that title be? I really hope that you got some ideas from this if you were maybe stuck for what to buy somebody. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you're all having a very Merry Christmas, taking a well-deserved break. If you want to see more content like this, more musical theatre content, just life content in general, then be sure to like, subscribe and leave a comment if you're feeling really lovely, and I will see you all in the next one. I've got the commitment for this thumbnail.